What you need to understand about the 390 Enduro R is that the name is going to confuse the heck out of everybody, and I don't know why KTM had to paint themselves into this corner. Okay? There are no motorcycles in KTM's product range that wear the Enduro name and sit in the Enduro category. Okay, we have to understand this fundamentally. There is a very famous global motorcycle called the Suzuki DRZ 400. Now it's called the DRZ4 or something. That motorcycle is regarded as the template for what a dual sport motorcycle is. And that means the use case is 50% road and 50% off-road. These are diametrically opposite use cases. Great road bikes suffer off-road. Great off-road bikes don't do well on-road. This is how it is. KTM's given their first ever dual sport the name Enduro. You know how bad this thing is? The 690 Enduro R is considered the unicorn bike that could do it all. And a lot of fans will tell you that no, it struggles to do a few things too. But the 690 Enduro R, KTM lists in their travel section, not in the Enduro section or in the dual sport section. If you really want a KTM Enduro, you have to buy yourself a EXC series motorcycle. A EXC series motorcycle on average has a 950 mm saddle height. Okay, I want you to understand what we just said. Whatever your height is, stand up. If you're 6 feet tall, the motorcycle seat will be somewhere around your ribs. And if you're shorter, the bike actually sits higher above you. That's what an actual Enduro does.
So what you're saying is, all the Enduro labeled motorcycles, which are labeled Enduro, are actually by KTM's categorization and thought process
Not hardcore enough.
not hardcore enough.
That's right. That's right.
So if you want a proper Enduro, it's not street legal.
It's not street legal.
There we go.
Okay, there are street legal Enduros in there, but it is naam ke vaste street legal, where I put a headlight and indicator so you can take it places.
Like the 6 days stuff and all.
Like the 6 day stuff. And the reason why this is naam ke vaste is because if you were to buy the KTM EXC F500, which is considered like the god of all of these kinds of motorcycles, you have to change oil every 100 hours of riding. No, 60 hours of riding. In the manual, it's every 15 hours of riding. Nobody does that. And you have to check valve clearances every 100 hours of riding. So I asked the person from KTM to explain this thing to me, and he said the first purchase when you're buying a genuine KTM Enduro is a pickup truck. And I said, pickup truck? He says, yeah, to go to the off-road park with, because there is no way you can keep up with this maintenance schedule and actually ride the Enduro on road, which in theory it can. Yeah. So the first thing you have to understand, the Enduro name will mislead you. It's not like the ability isn't there, but that name will mislead you. Okay, so we'll talk about ability in a minute. First, just let's get the name out of it. Second, the R to KTM is just spoked wheels. 2118 means an R. It has nothing to do with performance. It is not the race grade. It is not competition spec. It has no other meaning. An S is an alloy wheeled 17-inch front and rear motorcycle.
Which is why that S is.
Which is why the KTM Adventure 390 cannot be an S to KTM. India can countenance it. KTM Matehöfen cannot. Okay, and when you take an R-rated machine and boost it till its competition spec, then they change the R into rally. So the Enduro R to KTM simply means we named it the Enduro. It has got a 21-inch front and 18-inch rear spoked wheels. That's it.
All right.
It has no performance implications at all. So what this motorcycle to me should have been called is the KTM 390 Dual Sport.
Okay.
Not the Enduro, but it is how it is.
Hi, it's me, Karthik, the one who's generally laughing and just going along with Shumi's jokes. You can catch all the jokes on the main channel. That's where they're all there. Right now, this is a bit of the serious conversation, but you can catch all the fun factor on the full video, which is on the MotorInc channel. So head out there and subscribe. And if you want more of these shorter clips, do subscribe to this channel as well.